Hey folks, back for another Monday video. This is going to be a bit of a light one. I have a bunch of things on at the moment, and one of those things is this stack of shiny new toys right here. So, as you may be aware, I contribute to the Nova Open Charitable Foundation Charity Raffle every year. I have done it for the last few years now, particularly through the pandemic. Last year, I participated as one of the contributing artists for the Nova's House Age of Sigmar Stormcast Eternal. These boys, Stormcast Eternal army, painted in the orange, black, and white of the Nova kind of logo. This year, I figured I'd do the other side of the coin. So with Dominion out, there were a bunch of Kruleboyz that I had to hand from my own personal copy of Dominion. And I phoned up my buddy Sky at Herrick Games and Hobbies, who is also a huge contributor to the Nova Charitable Foundation. And he got me another box of Dominion, as well as two Beast Skewer Kruleboyz. And with all of that, I have put together a 2,000 point army list. And there are even some additional units to spare. I'm going to be painting all of this up on my own for a raffle entry. If you're going to be interested, keep an eye out. I'll be posting news everywhere about it when it goes live. Hopefully it'll raise some good money. I spoke to another buddy of mine, Steve, at Elric Hobbies, and he is contributing a bunch of bases for us to use on this army. So he is going to send those over shortly. We're going to be going for a really cool, grimy, swampy vibe with some water effects, the whole 9 yards. I'm really looking forward to doing all of this entire army. I think it's going to look phenomenal. It's going to be a little bit stylized, something a little bit new, a little bit different for me, and I'm really hoping that you guys like it. Plus, I think it's a reasonably good army list for folks to play as. I am not the most accomplished Age of Sigmar gamer, far from it, but with a little bit of help from the online community, I've put together something that I think provides a decent army and a really, really strong foundation for building on even further if you want to. So, let's take a look at what that army roster looks like. So, what you can see here is a 2,000 point Kruleboyz army list that has a decent amount of magic coming from the two Swamp Collar Shaman with their accompanying Prop Grot buddies, a Killer Boss with Stab Grot, a Merc Knob with Belcher Banner, Killer Boss on Great Gnash Tooth, Snatcher Boss on Sludge Raker Beast, 2 units of 10 Gut Rippers, a unit of 10 Hobgrot Slitters, and a unit of 20 Hobgrot Slitters. And then 6 Man-Skewer Bolt Boys in a single unit, with, of course, the 2 Beast Skewer Kruleboyz. I'm using a couple of core battalions, the Grand Battery for the Kruleboyz, and a Swamp Caller Shaman to provide them a little bit of cover, and then a Kruleboyz Finger for the Hobgrot Slitters and their accompanying Kill Boss with Stabgrot, giving them a little bit more heft as they run around. This is based largely on the Big Yellow's War Clan with a Show 'em Who's Boss, and the idea here is that you're really throwing out a decent amount of ranged firepower through the Bolt Boys and the 2 Kruleboyz. the bolt boys to take out, you know, maybe an infantry unit that you're particularly concerned about at range, whilst the kill bows can go after some of the bigger targets. And then you've got some gut rippers for some strong close combat power, and the Hobgrot slitters for kind of just swarming your objectives as you need them. So that's really the intention of this. And then obviously there's a bunch of really cool hero models there with the Sludge Raker, the Gnash Tooth, and the Belcher Banner, as well as an additional Swampcaller Shaman, so that those guys can provide additional cover and hitting power as you go around, with the intention that you can, you know, choose to build on this however you feel works best for the your army of choice. So if you want to go long range, add in another unit of 6 bolt boys, and you're basically hitting with a high powered range list. You can even add in a 3rd kill bow if you really want. If you want to go with a more close combat power, you know, beef out that other Hobgrot Slitters unit, maybe you know, step up the gut rippers that you have, and that will take you in that direction. So that is the list that I put together with the models I have available. Hopefully it is something that appeals to you. And stay tuned, because as we go on, you will be seeing more of these models as they come together. I'm still assembling. I've got, I think it's a total of 80 models that I'm going to be assembling for this entire army, because I am painting up everything that I have, not just the stuff in this list. The list is just providing a sample starting point for you if you were to win this and wanted to get it straight to the table. So don't worry, that 2nd killer boss, the 2nd Belch Banner, the extra 10 Hobgrot Slitters, they're all going to get painted up as well. So yeah, I hope you like the looks of this. Maybe you even want to buy a raffle ticket or two. Even if you weren't to win the army, you would be helping out some phenomenal causes. The charity that this auction is going to support is Médecins Sans Frontières, who I think are going to be in severe needs of the funds, given what's happening currently in Eastern Europe with Russia and Ukraine, and the fallout of that. There is going to be a lot of need for their support. So please do consider buying a ticket or two to help them out, and if you're lucky, you may win the whole shebang. The auction is going to be going live in June, so do stay tuned. It's not quite ready yet. I'm still clipping out stuff off the spruce and assembling it, but never fear, I will have the whole army done, painted, photographed, ready for its lucky new home shortly. So that's really all I wanted to share with you guys. It's not much of a long video today, just a brief update on some of the stuff I've been working on. But I hope it's interesting to you. If you want to know more, let me know in the comments and I will get back answers to you. If you have any questions, if you have suggestions on how you'd like to see them painted, let me know that too. I'd be kind of intrigued to see what you guys would like to see this army painted up as. But for now, thank you so much for joining. Please do check out Herrick Games and Hobbies and Elric's Hobbies. They are both affiliates of mine. There are details in the description below. You can get $10 off your first order with Herrick. You can get 10% off any order with Elric. They are both phenomenal. They help me out a ton. If you purchase through those links, you'll be helping me out, and they're just really great people to purchase your hobby supplies through, so please do consider it. That is all I have for this week. Thank you again for joining, and later days.